Lord is in lights, and you're hoping he did his makeup. Well, he did his character photo, so that counts. Hello, everybody. I'm Rose. We have another episode of Eve interviews with some history. We're still on Corp histories right now, and tonight we are doing Miners Inn. And with that, we have Lord Folken with us here tonight.
Good evening.
Awesome. So, I will let him introduce himself and his role in Miners Inn before we hop directly into questions.
All right. Thank you for having me tonight. So, my name is Lord Folken Fanel. I'm currently the CEO of Miners Inn, the CEO of Miners Inn back in the days. I'm very glad to be here today and having introduced myself. So, let's see how this journey goes.
Hey, honestly, I'm hoping this will be really smooth and pretty easy. That's pretty much my goal for all these. Is I just try to keep them low key, pretty chill, and easy for everybody. Low stress, just like you're having a beer in a bar with a friend. You know. Uh,
Yeah.
that's my goal anyway. Um, so let's kind of hop in. How did Miners in kind of get that name, and where did it originate?
So, Miners Inn is was established from my ex-CEO Renegade. He's playing this game for like a really long time and thought about having place for everybody to come in and hang out, so to speak. So he thought that building a core coal miners in have their first go-to when they start their mining career to have a place to hang out and stay and friends. So that's why he choose the name that it is today.
See, I absolutely love it. It reminds me of kind of like a oh god. Okay, so this is gonna show my real world history here, real world history buff words here. Like a tavern where everybody goes, or like a tavern inn,
Yeah,
and everybody goes and they're
exactly.
getting a
Yeah.
beer or having a drink and
Mhm.
clink, you know, like, and
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely
That
love it.
Yeah, that was his plan all along, just having a place to just hang out and just do stupid stuff and just talking stupid things here and there and like having a blast while playing the game. So
I
yeah.
I absolutely love it, and it's very warm and welcoming in my eyes. So
Mm.
I think it's a good idea. So
Yeah.
now that we know kind of the awesome beginnings of the name, can you tell me how, or I guess rather, how and or where Miners Inn started and some of the history of the corp?
Yeah, so like the corp itself was founded by my ex-CEO Renegade, and he was playing the game since beta, so like since 2006, and just playing this game basically all day, every day. So just doing all kinds of stuff like PvP, PvE, mission running and stuff. And after a while, he got a bit burned out and just wanted to try to find a place where he just can relax and just
Yeah.
let the day cling out. So he founded the corp back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken, and founded it with some friends, like real life friends. So, and then just going from there. Was originated in the solar system Oimo, down
Okay.
over in Jeddah territory. So, was choosing this place because it was a really good midpoint from Jeddah and all the ice mining systems around that. That's what he's told me back in the days. And was the closest system where you could anchor moves back in the days. So like we had like a lot of stuff going in that system and made a lot of friends over there as well. So yeah, that's basically how we came out about it.
That's pretty awesome. I love the, you know, hey, look where we were. Look, we're here now. Or hey,
Mm.
hey, this is where, and this is where we started. I love starting in a in a in a random system and going, okay, let's go. Let's go, friends.
Mm.
Or yoink, you're my friend now. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's honestly something very common to what I do is, oh wait,
Mm-hmm.
hi, you're mine now. You're my friend.
Yeah,
Fuck you. Uh,
exactly. Yeah. He was a
to be so
pretty
horrible.
chill. Yeah, he was a pretty chill guy back in the days. He just like invited everybody to come over and really having um enemies, so to speak. So he just like basically invited everyone across the universe to come hang out, just mining stuff and stuff together.
That is
Like,
pretty absolutely awesome. So, um, with kind of these beginnings, can you kind of tell me, how, like, go through up to about like current day, or where how you guys join goons?
yeah, so it's a pretty long history. So, like back in the days when we staged in Olmo and having like fighting pretty much all day, every day, there was unfortunately a little incident with Fraternity Universe. They
Mm-hmm.
decided to just roll in into our system and just trying to push us out because they wanted to have the entrance system to Otaside. So their like logistics was stationed there and just trying to like forcibly push us out on our home system. So that's why we made the goal back in the days to make it that we're gonna pay back Fred in some way. So, but it was a really long journey. We just going from the Forge over to Genesis had like a system there for like 2 years basically. Just getting our ropes together as a corp and as an alliance, getting friends together and just um trying to play the game like we used back in the days. But got a bit of backtrack, like we lost a lot of friends like IRL and game. So just made a strong bond in our corp and alliance. So like everybody was just logging in, talking to friends, just doing some stuff in mining. And over the days, found a lot of friends in the new area that had some good relations with other corps and alliances in this game,
Okay.
just slowly, gradually making the way up the chain, going from high sec, a bit of low sec PvP kind of stuff. But as a miner, you're not really good at that kind of stuff, so you just try to get some people on board that know what they're doing. And we did join Severance with the uh, nullsec corp a few years prior, and just trying to get our feet wet in nullsec itself and join back in the World War B2 kind of
Ooh.
stuff. And a lot of guys had really fun down there and making friends as well. And then we were really impressed of how big goons actually are. Like you always know like stories and stuff, but seeing it at first perspective was pretty impressive that such a lines has such
Yeah.
big numbers. All the infrastructure there was like really amazing, and so it just had a big impression on us everyone. So, but unfortunately, we didn't or couldn't hold the position in Ulsa because like we don't as experienced characters were not skilled enough.
Yeah.
So we dipped out back into high sec again, and then just gradually getting a bit more PvP experience, joining some PvP alliances in low sec, and like 2 years, 3 years prior, joined Severance back again up in the B2 war up north against Fred. And we had a very close relationship with Arcadius. And after the two war collapsed, he invited us down to Moons itself. And we had a long debate and how we should, or like if we should go there and what our options are.
Yeah.
We had like lot of debates, like over I think that wanted everyone on board to having the same mentality and didn't want to leave anyone behind. So, but at first we were a bit what should I say, struggling a bit with the new environment, but after a time, like everybody felt like home. Really found a place where we actually could bloom and thrive to being a better corp and like a better group altogether. So, that's how we basically ended up in. It was a long road, but it was worth the try or the
Well,
journey.
hey, I know at least from all of the people of yours that I have met there, they have always been very approachable
Hmm.
and very like if helpful. I'm trying to
Hmm.
make sure find the words, um, and so I know I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have y'all be around and be friendly and like I was kind of laughing because miners not really PvPing. It's like, well,
Yeah, yeah.
you blow them up one too many times, they get a little angry.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like
So
blowing up left and right, but like every loss was a learning curve, so just getting
yeah.
gradually better with every loss we took. Really good learning curve, basically.
Hey, and that's part of the game too. Like it is.
Mm.
I love seeing it. So um with getting to how miners in got to goons, uh why was the Imperium a good choice for miners in?
I mean, the Imperium was a good choice because like it was one of the biggest alliances in Eve, and everyone wanted to like was pretty fed up, so to speak, with like being pushed around by like some other big blocks in here. So like we thought to ourselves like, okay, let's join one of the biggest alliances in game and just show them how it's done, and just being able to have an impact in some regards is very satisfying, and um, being able to have friends that you can rely on and just being accomplished to achieve a bigger goal is like really it's like really good feeling. Yeah, it's altogether it's just making a lot of fun here, and it has the same mentality now that we always strive for. Like everybody is is a friend in here that you find along the way, and everybody is helpful, and like like a big pub basically where you just hang out and just have fun. Can do like basically everything in game what you can imagine.
I mean, I
Uh,
would wholeheartedly agree. Goons. While there's this, um, everybody in that I interacted in high sec was, oh my god, don't go to null sec. They're
mm,
so mean and so toxic and so unhelpful. And
yeah,
I'm just over here like, y'all liars. I have had
yeah,
nothing but good experiences, and
yeah,
people
yeah,
are
exactly.
helpful, and people are nice, and like shit. I'm over here just kind of like, what do you mean?
Mm.
I'm mean is what I'm being told. I don't think that I'm mean.
No.
I have my moments where I can have a little bit of a thorn as we make a flower joke, but
Hmm.
otherwise I'm pretty chill for the most part. But
Mm.
so now that we know how Miners In joined or became and why they became part of Goons, can you tell me some of the awesome stuff that that your corp is doing for its members? And chat has said it a little bit, but I have to ask officially: are you guys recruiting?
Oh, most definitely we are recruiting, but we came across a lot of obstacle in recruiting, and being in a nullsec alliance has uh, a lot of spy potential. So we are very secure, or like very picky who we are recruiting. Like we not, I mean, basically taking everyone that fits the team. We have a good mentality in here, and if you're
Yeah.
vibing with us, then you're more than welcome. But sometimes it's just like some people having like strong opinions on something, and they're just like we're not that kind of guys that try to argue all the time. just needs to fit in with everyone. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I can understand that. Like, yeah, you gotta make sure that your corpse not gonna fall apart, and gotta take care of everybody. It's there's a balance to it for sure. It's very much protect what you have, and when people
exactly.
and
Yeah.
recruiting, but at the same time going, okay, well, this collapse the castle, or
Mhm.
Jenga, or you know, that's kind of
Yeah.
the best um, metaphor images that I can give you. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I love it, and so on. Chad is going, imagine a room full of the Mad Hatters from The Wizard of Oz. That's from Alice in Wonderland, not Wizard of Oz. But I like the crisscrossing of the imagery.
Mhm.
I love it. Um, so, kind of going towards our last question, are there any big accomplishments that Miners Inn has that you can talk about on
So
like a
yeah,
public
like
scale?
like what I can tell or like talk about was like one of the our first biggest accomplished that the whole corp did together was we were able to build and anchor our first Fortizar in nullsec, or like generally our first really big structure in this system where we really felt safe and at home. And that was a really big feeling, and everybody was coming together and just having a blast, seeing how far we actually come from like back in Olmo with starting with a single venture and just plopping big ass station system. It's just like good to see like how far we actually come, and what all have accomplished all together. So like very good feeling, and everybody was feeling having the found the right place to stay in and fun, and
Yeah.
really good actually.
I absolutely love that. I know Keeps and or Fortizar's bigger structures
Mm,
are not cheap, not to build, not to rig, not to set up. So
yeah.
having that be done as a corp is absolutely a huge achievement, and
Mm,
um, showing, hey, we as a group are working together to make sure that we can do this. And
mm.
now, the chat is also saying Miners Inn also helped secure the largest number of high sec Pocos in the game while they were in Unpro.
Yeah, it was
They
like
have a Titan
um,
as well. That's what I'm going off of
that's a
them.
bit that yeah, that's a bit of obsec right there, but yeah, the CEO is allowed to, or like CEOs was allowed to do that. So, yeah, like back in the days when we were having our first big low sec alliance, like were involved in all the poker shenanigans in high sec,
Hmm.
and saw like how big the infrastructure is for that kind of stuff, and yeah, we were glad to be a part of that journey as well. So it was really interesting. Like we had a lot of stuff going left and right, and like, oof. What some good times, yeah.
Like honestly, that's pretty awesome as well. Just keeping in mind, hey, you're taking the time to learn a mechanic that
Hmm.
is not. I wouldn't say the average person in the game knows Pogo mechanics,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
It was a huge struggle, yeah, to like manage all the pocos and graphing, defending. It's like
Yeah.
it's a huge hassle and was really exhausting from time to time. But it was a lot of fun. It was a good journey, like having being able to do that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it was definitely worth the hassle.
I know somebody said they believe that Unpro had 40% of the Pocos in the game at the highest point. And honestly,
Hmm.
I can understand why the insanity of, okay, watching ref check. Like, you're gonna have to,
Yeah.
like, somebody had to be a spreadsheet manager for this. That's
Oh yes,
insane.
like if it's not a space game, it's a spreadsheet simulator basically.
Oh,
You got
God,
a
yes.
glimpse of that, and like on pro days, like spreadsheets over spreadsheets over spreadsheets. It was really hard back in the days, but yeah, so it's really hard.
Yeah, like, it is. The only spreadsheet that I have is for skins and my Skinner stuff. I don't touch spreadsheets because that's not my not my strong suit.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
but it's for me. I see it as Eve is also a very big burnout simulator,
Yes, yes.
and
If you're not paying attention, like you can
yeah.
get burned out really really fast. So you just need to balance like in game and IRL stuff.
Oh
Why it's
yeah, like making
very
sure
very
that
hard.
you have the proper balance, and even if you're touching electronic grass in the sense
Mm,
of another game that's not Eve, making sure that you're taking those breaks, or making sure that you're maybe actually touching real grass, although it's like 90 degrees outside here where I'm at, and I'm just
mm.
like, it's too hot. So,
But
or
I'm not yeah, but I'm
Celsius,
not sure what
that's probably
yeah, I'm
closer
not
to like
sure
35.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what you talk about. Like there's other games than Eve? Like what? No, it's like just there is just Eve. Like there's nothing else. Like it's
Yeah, that's fair. I use Eve as a occasionally I'll shoot people, but usually shooting people in a coloring book simulator,
mm,
spaceship coloring
yeah,
book
yeah,
simulator. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But occasionally I will pull up a good old Crusader Kings, or uh, Phoenix Wright, or I'll pull up Attorney Phoenix. Like, I'll pull up random things, but it's still Eve. Eve is
Yeah,
still
yeah,
up.
yeah.
It's there, but so with everything that we have talked about, going through history of you guys bouncing between high, low, and null, name of how you got the corp, um, why you guys joined the Imperium, kind of between everything, all of it. Um, is there anything else that needs to be like, hey, this is what you need to know about Miners In?
Oh,
And
yeah, I wanted to like emphasize like how fast Eve is changing. Like when we like or when I first started, so I'm fairly new to this game in comparison to other people. And like to see that everybody was starting out in ventures, and now you're seeing like all your corp mates are just undocking in like big ass fucking Revelations and Phoenix Navies. It's just like seeing like how far everybody has come and just evolved in this game. It's just very very epic. So it's like I never
oh
have
yeah,
seen this kind of stuff before. Like going from nothing to like having one of the biggest and greatest ships in the game. It's like very very amazing. Yeah.
yeah,
So.
I can agree with that. So I've been playing for less than a year. I am coming up on my year mark in July.
Mm,
And I started just playing as this game looks fun. Within 26 days, I hopped into nullsec. Uh,
mm,
haven't looked back. And then I went into hosting a charity cup that ended up
mm,
uh, hosting a lot of days on CCP, and then
mhm,
now I'm kind of just here, and I talk to corps and alliances, and I do stuff. So I
mm.
am just over here like, hi, I still feel like the child handing out candy in the retirement home, and that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
that is totally okay. I am just here to here. You want a chocolate? You want a Tootsie Roll? You know, like, I'm just here handing out candy and making everybody a little bit happier, hopefully, in the process.
Mhm.
But I'm just kind of here. Um,
Yeah.
but thank you for being willing to coming to talk to me about
Of
Miners In. I absolutely love it.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
I hope to
Thank you
see.
for having me today. So
Oh,
really really
anytime.
awesome.
Anytime. I love hearing stories of, hey, this is how we got to be friends. This is how we got to join goons. This is how we get to do some of the most awesome stuff in the game, and this is what we're doing and telling our story and having the place to do so. So I
Mm.
absolutely love it. Thank you so much for being willing to talk to me and hang out with me. And if anybody out there is not in Miners Inn, definitely check them out if you are interested. If you are in an Imperium Corp and your corp has not done an interview yet, poke your leadership. Let them know, hey, we want you to talk to Rose. We want you to have a history. We want to know. We want to talk about it. So you can poke your leadership, and let me know. I will talk to just about anybody. And yeah, so just let me know. Um, I will, even if you're not in Goons, I will talk to you. Just because I like history and I like putting big puzzles together. So to me, this is a big puzzle. Um,
That's good.
but as your lovely friends are saying, Lord for CCP CEO or CCP Dev, they want you to be CCP Fennel. Um,
Um,
Although, yeah, I could see it, but I doubt they would let you keep the name. They usually would have you change it,
yeah,
and then they ban
uh,
your account for 6 months, or
mm,
there's a whole thing that goes on with that. That's
yeah. It's
a
a whole
lot.
another rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, it is. So with that, I will let them go down the rabbit hole. I will not speculate. Um, but I will let us go, and I will probably write us out somewhere.
Mhm.
Because the children are home for the summer. So yeah, that's a thing. So um, I will say thank you for the love, thank you for the sub, and let's go raid Mr. Moodle because he's also a goon. So have a good afternoon, everybody. As always, the episodes of this will be uploaded to YouTube. So um, I will see you shortly. Have a good evening.
Bye.